Well, thank you for joining us, everyone, for the NCAA Division II Central Region Semifinal number 2 press conference. The Minnesota State Mavericks are with us. Head coach Matt Margenthanler and players Kyreese Willingham, junior guard, and senior guard Malik Willingham. Congratulations on the victory, guys. And we'll start with a statement from head coach Matt Margenthanler.
Again, I'd like to congratulate Minnesota State Moorhead for a great season. Bergie's done a great job with that program over the last couple of years, and young coach and has done it just again an outstanding job and one of the top teams in our league for the last couple of years. So, but I tell you what, I mean, when you have the Willinghams on your team and they score 52 points combined, makes my job a very easy job. And I think that these two guys, and I've said this many times throughout the last couple of weeks, and when Malik came here, I sold him this vision that we'd be in this spot. And I mean, I've been in this spot. Malik is not. Kai is not. It's just, for me, it makes my heart warm just to know that for what we sold here at Minnesota State, that these young men are representing us the right way, and from a small town with Sika, that it's great basketball tradition. And they continue to do just amazing things. I think if I would have had hair, I would have lost some hair because of some of the shots Malik takes at times. But we're here because of that, and there's no question about it. We're here because of that. Defensively, we are as good as we've been in a long time. We forced a lot of tough shots, contested shots. I thought our bench was outstanding defensively tonight. Our length really caused them a lot of problems, and we battled, man. I mean, held them to like 30-some% field goal shooting, I believe it was, for the game, 31 for the game. We guarded the three-point line. The one thing I talked to our guys tonight about in our pregame was just play for what's on the front of your jersey, and then, whew. Here we go again, man. I'm looking over here at my dad, man. So you gotta get out of here. Yeah. But no, you play for the front of your jersey, and you'll reap the rewards. And they came here to play for Minnesota State, and dang it, that's why we're here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll open it up now for questions from the media. The Mavericks improved to 31-2 with the win. If you have a question, identify yourself and the organization you're with, and raise your hand. We'll get to it.
Chad Curry, Free Press Mankato.
Good to see you a second night, Chad.
Defense hasn't always been the strength of this program. So just how has that transformed this year from teams? You always score.
Yeah.
But this team can actually keep teams from scoring.
I think that it started in the summer when all of the transfer kids came in and Kai and Malik were around, and they talked. I mean, it wasn't obviously coaches can't be around, so they talked, and this is what they wanted. Now, they didn't. Just because they talked didn't make it going to happen, but they put in the effort, and they knew what they had to do to be a championship program. And I think that our defensive effort and discipline is going to be tested on Tuesday night. I'll tell you that right now. It's going to be tested to the 10th, and so we're going to have to be extremely good. But I think that they know that if again I have, and you, Chad, I've calmed down a ton over the last few years. Right? I have. I don't care if you say yes or no. I have. And thank you, Kevin. Yeah. And so, right, I can't. Too old. But I've told these guys, if they defend and they'll rebound, then they can do what they want to do basically offensively. I mean, because we're talented enough to do that. But they have to be willing to defend. They can't be bad defenders and then take shots like we'll take at times. And I think that's really helped our program get to where we're at.
Were you surprised Moorhead tried to make that such a slower game?
I mean, I think they try to go really big. I mean, we struggled with that at times. I mean, they went really big and switched everything. So motion-wise, we had to run motion at that time. We really couldn't run some of our sets we wanted to run. But I think that they're not shooting the ball percentage-wise as well the last month of the season. So I think they want to crush us on the boards and be very physical with us. I thought we handled their physicality very well. Even though we gave up 18 boards, I mean, you look at points in the paint, it was 34-34. That makes me. We battled with them the whole night.
John Harrington, Radio Mankato coach. Obviously, these two scored 50-some points, but how important it is, guys like Justin Egan, who can score 20, knew that Malik was hot, and they're willing to give the ball up to the person that should have it.
Yeah, I mean, I said it last night. I mean, this is the most selfless team I've had in my time here. And there's a reason that we're sitting here at this table right now, going to the championship game on Tuesday. Yes, offensively, we're very gifted, but we're selfless, and we give the ball up. And if someone's open, we're going to find them. And, Justin had a great game last night. We still haven't, we need to get Elijah Hayscamp going. I mean, he is a guy that can score for us, but he rebounds, he battles. I mean, his body's all banged up, and so it's gonna be nice for us to get, And I thought Dylan Peters tonight again. I mean, that young man, he just continues to score around the basket, defends. We got a nice 8, we really do, and that group has been playing really well together.
Malik, I thought the other night, or last night, you had kind of a quiet 15 for you. Tonight you were really aggressive offensively. Is that something that starts by making your first shot, or is that something you thought about before the game?
No, I don't really think about my stats really going into the game. I just think about if the shot's there and I can make it, I'm going to take it. Same way as my teammates. Like last night, Justin and Dylan had to take load. Kyreese. I mean, we all just play selfless, like Coach said. We all just want to come here and win. If someone's hot, we try to look for them. But at the end of the day, it's the defensive mindset that we have. We score. We know we can score with anyone in the nation, but it's the defensive stops that's going to win us these games. Today we just beat one of the top teams in the nation by, double figures, and that's not easy to do, especially in the playoff time. So credit to our defense. There's still a lot of disrespect going on with Coach, with the team. It's personal with us, man. It's very personal with us. They said I can't play defense. I show them I can play defense, man. I look small, but I ain't that small. So, it's just a testimony to us. Just up here, it's the defensive game that we're worried about. We know we can score, like I said, so just playing defense.
Kyrie, speaking of defense, I didn't get the vote on the Defensive Player of the Year in the league, and you should have got it.
Yes, sir.
You do such a tremendous job. You just make it on tough whoever you're on.
Yeah, this would pride myself in defense first. I just want to guard the best player and stop them. Just don't let them score and just hold them to below their averages and just make them take tough shots over me. I know I can use my length most of the time and I'm quick laterally, so just stay in front of them and make them hit tough shots over me every possession.
Nice thing about Kai is he's so versatile because he can guard small, he can go big, and all that stuff. So I mean, it's really a coach's dream to have a guy like that can guard multiple positions.
Well, defense hasn't always been your strength, though. And so how did you get your mind to
Disrespect.
It's all right. No, I get it. Yeah.
Makes you shoot?
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, how did
Yeah.
you get yourself to make that
Yeah.
transition where stopping is just as important as scoring?
I mean, I think about that all the time. I mean, it's not easy, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Just today, I took it personally. I hear what everyone says, obviously, but I'm here to win. So whatever I got to do to win. The scout today, Cars told me they're going to try to attack me. So the whole coaching staff just told me they're going to attack me, and I took that very personally, man. That's not going to happen, especially at home. I'm not going to let that go with us. I got my brother here, the top defender, I feel like in the nation. He's the one who sets the tone for us. I always said that. We go off him on that defensive side. So we just try to go off him and Justin and just handle all the rest, and then the offense is going to be there every time.
Yeah, coaches don't always really like block shots so much because sometimes guys get out of position. But tonight, I thought block shots were a big factor in that game.
Yeah, I think the block shots we had tonight were different. We were coming from the weak side over. We were on the ball. I mean, I thought Brady did a great job. Kai had a couple of them. I mean, those are, and my guy here, Malik, was locking down a little bit. And so, I mean, I think that, but it wasn't like we have a big coming across the lane and giving up offensive boards, which we've seen the last 4 years here. But no, our guys were on the ball and did a nice job of walling off and showing their hands. And I thought that was important because our biggest thing we wanted to do, we wanted them to, if they're going to make shots, they have to make contested tough shots. And I thought we did that all night long.
Willingham's the crowd. The football team on one end, the Maverick machine on the other, and both sides full of Maverick fans. That's just got to be an uplift for you guys.
It doesn't get better than this, man. This is like Coach talked about, like he said. He talked about playing here, like games like this, and then he wasn't lying. Out there is just a blessing to be out there in front of all the fans. We love everybody that shows up, and we know there's more work to be done. We want them to come back out Tuesday night, too.
I mean, me and Kyreese talked about it. I mean, we used to play in the empty stands, and now just seeing it fill up, it took time, like I said, but we got here, man, and, we're doing what we always said we were going to do, and Coach's belief in us it's unbelievable, and I feel like he's the best coach in the nation, and me and my brother take that personally, and we want to prove it to the nation why he is.
I love you guys, man.
Yes, sir, Coach.
Yes,
Love you,
sir.
man. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys.